After a year of development, we're finally here. The final prototype of the wear-worthy flight bag. Let's get into it. For those of you who have been following along for months now, who have given your input, thank you. This has truly become a bag that I'm proud of, and I know that your influences have made this the best pilot bag it could be. And for those of you who are just joining us, welcome. This is the Wear-Worthy Flight Bag, an aviation flight bag focused on high quality materials, carrying your essentials in the most effective way, and looking incredible. So let's break down all of the features that are in this final version of the bag and talk about some of the slight adjustments we're going to make in the bag that you'll be receiving after you purchase. And of course, what everyone will notice first is the Hexagon material. This is the final material we'll be choosing for the flight bag. I think this is going to be the perfect mixture of high tech, but also functionality for this flight bag. This material is durable and water resistant, but looks great. You'll notice that we now have the logo in the black material as opposed to the white. It's a lot more subtle, but also a lot cleaner in my opinion. Another thing that you'll notice is that we've added MOLLE to the side. This gives you an opportunity to clip external things to the exterior of your bag, whether it's key rings or something that you want to hook onto the side. And then on this side, you'll see that we've moved the water bottle pocket from the bottom, where it was kind of awkward because you would set it down and there'd be a water bottle there, to the side of the bag. Now we're still making some adjustments to this. I mentioned that, hey, we still have a couple changes we want to make. They're very minor, but I think we'll add some more quality to the bag. This is very snug material and it looks great, but it makes it really tight to get a water bottle in. So we're gonna be loosening this up a little bit and adjusting the material so you could fit just about any water bottle in the side and yet still keep it really sleek. You know, I think that's why a lot of people like this bag, is that it's very stealthy. It doesn't have a lot on the exterior. It's just letting you enjoy the shape and outline of the bag. Now, as we get into the back of the bag, you'll see that we still have the back panel featuring the Wear-Worthy logo, which looks super clean, and the hidden clips for your shoulder strap. Speaking of which, again, shoulder strap. Here's a final look at the shoulder strap featuring the Hex material. I think it looks great. It has the Wear-Worthy logo and clips in just like normal. And then these can, of course, be flipped and hidden just like the previous versions of the bag. You'll also notice that we now have a luggage pass-through. This will allow you airline transportation pilots to slide this onto your luggage and take this with you without, compromising carrying it on a shoulder or anything like that. It just makes it more convenient for those airline transportation pilots, which there are quite a few of you who have been involved with this project. So I hope that this is a feature that makes it really worth it for you to have this bag. Going now to the top of the bag, you'll notice that we still have the high quality, strong seat-belted handle with the bar tack stitching here. This is gonna make it so it does not come out. It's very well stitched in here. It's like welded on. So you'll know that there's a lot of strength with this bag. You can beat it up and not feel like it's going to have any problems. Let's open it up and talk about some of the features inside that have changed. We implemented a holster system that you can now set your headset in and holster it in, or the bag has actually been made much more rigid than the previous bag. We've added a much thicker foam here on the side, so you don't even need to holster it in. You'll notice that the Bose A20s here can be set in no problem. So for those of you who want to just quickly drop your headset in, you can. Even though it can move around a little bit, the protection is there. You're not gonna have to worry about it damaging your headset. But for those of you who do want to secure it more, you can set it into that holster. Once you get it in there, it's not going anywhere. It's gonna hold on and not move. I wanted to mention one other feature we decided to add to the bag after filming this. You'll notice that the Bose headset leaves a few inches of space near the top of the headset pocket. I'd consider the A20s to be a mid-sized headset. The pocket space is large enough to cater to just about any aviation headset you could throw at it. Because this leaves some extra space at the top, we're going to move this tag and add another mesh pocket to this part of the bag. This will be a pretty large pocket, which would be perfect for throwing in some GoPros or snacks or your cell phone or really anything else you can fit up here, adding even more functionality to this space. All right, let's get back to it. As we go into the interior, we've added more zippers. So we have a side zipper here that will give you access to slots right here for more storage. We're actually going to be changing this material to a stretchier material like this. But right here, I think this is a great spot for having batteries or anything like that for your headset, or thinner items. There's lots of things like flashlights and other things that I think would fit great into here. You still have the main pocket here for a battery backup or something a little bit larger, and now we've added pen slots on the side. People who like to have iPad styluses or pens or pencils, this is going to be a great slot for those. We have a slot here for another item of your choice, and then of course we still have the license and medical clear slot for IDs and having your pilot license visible. Another difference you'll notice on the exterior and interior zippers is that we've added these parachute poles. Essentially it's bungee cord, and then it's heat shrinked rubber on the outside. This gives them a really easy and tactile pull, which makes it really quite convenient to access. It makes it much quieter to utilize instead of having all sorts of other things here. And a couple of you actually mentioned that you cut off your zippers and add these in anyway. So I was like, that sounds like a cool idea. And so that's what we've added in. These will actually be sized down a little bit. They are a little long for the final bag. And then the same thing with the ones interior here. These will be sized down quite a lot because it's a lot of zipper pulls. So they're gonna be sized down to be more reasonable for your interior zipper stuff. Getting into the other pockets, we have, of course, the sunglasses pocket here. You'll notice with all of our pockets, we have this water resistant banding here that will make it much more difficult for water to get into your bag. So again, just more protection, which is great. In here, we have changed the interior to a more felt type material. It's going to be a scratch resistant material that'll make it so you can put glasses and foggles in here without fearing that you're going to scratch up the lenses. Going into the final pocket, we have the iPad space for any sort of tablet that you want to fly with. It also would, it would fit a tablet as well as a logbook or some other documents. They don't quite fit full 8.5 by 11 documents. I just want to make that clear to everybody, but it still is a great space for, many people have like IACRAs folded up in there, or test scores, or like I said, a logbook. There are plenty of things that will fit in there perfectly along with your tablet. And that about wraps up the overview for the Wearworthy Fly Bag. I have ordered already 850 of these bags, which means I wanted to make sure that if you backed the Kickstarter, you'll be getting your bag before the holiday season. And that's what I'm committing, is to, as long as shipping and everything goes great and there's no other crazy pandemics or any other things that go on, I will have bags in your hands before the holidays. So that was really important to me. It's the reason why I actually took a lot of money out of my own savings to make sure this bag came to life. The Kickstarter itself is more of an exciting marketing launch and a way to get myself out there, as opposed to necessarily needing the money to fund these bags. So I just want to make that very clear. The bags exist. They're already being built right now, and they will be in your hands before the holidays. The Kickstarter also gives you an opportunity to get this bag at a lower than retail price. I'm going to be giving early bird discounts to those who really are committed and want to jump on this bag as quick as possible. So save some money, back the Kickstarter. Thanks again for all your help, and here's to launching an incredible flight bag.